Hi there, it's Rob here from the Gym Centre. I hope you're well. Welcome to this restorative stretch training class. Today we're going to be looking at shoulders. So for this class, you'll need a pint of water. Please take a good sip, lick around your lips and hydrate. Close the doors, let people know you're taking part in a training session. Please put on some ambient music for you in the background. Allow yourself to just de-stress, let go the stress from today and just relax. This is a good 20-25 minute training session just for you to just unwind and get some of the stress out of the shoulders. Cheers, have a drink of water. Please lick that around your lips and hydrate. And then we're going to find a space. Okay, so from here, we're going to check around one way, check around the other, make sure we've got plenty of room. Make sure your equipment is well out away from you. For this training session as well, you'll need a flat wall at some point as we'll do some wall hangs. Okay, all will be revealed. Okay, so from here, feet fist gap apart. So make a fist, place it between your feet, and check your toe alignment. So your big toe is immediately turning, your second toes are nice and parallel. Your pelvis is driven forward, your chest is up, shoulders are back. Lift the crown of your head up to the ceiling, allow your shoulders to drop down. Allow those knees to just track forward and back. Shake your fingers out. I want you to just really allow all these fingers to just loosen out. So if you're just doing this, I want you to really give it a good shake. Okay, so from here, just open and web your fingers. So you're going to just stretch out wide and then come back in again. Nice and slow control. If you feel like you can do this with your eyes closed, please do. And you're just going to repeat. We're doing two little exercises here at the moment. We are opening and closing our fists, and we are rolling our feet fist gap apart over our knuckles and back again. Placing our feet firmly back down to the ground, feeling big toe to little toe down to the ground and feeling that movement. Let your shoulders just sink to where you feel is comfortable. If you're able to see your posture in a mirror, take a note as to, are your shoulders level? Is one higher than the other? And if one is higher than the other, the higher one is the one that you're going to find is a little bit more taut here, it's shorter. So when you're thinking about today's stretches, think about what those muscles are doing. Really fling those open fingers wide and back in again. Keep rolling over those knuckles. And from here, we're just going to really vigorously shake out those wrists. Now, if you struggle with carpal problems, etc., obviously be gentler on yourself. But the harder you can go and the faster you can shake these wrists out, the more you're going to feel the release out of your fingers. You should have a bit of a buzzing and a sensation of these fingers at the end of it. So keep going, keep shaking it, keep going, go on a little bit harder. And from there, release. You should feel your fingers are buzzing at the end of that. It should feel quite nice. Okay, so from here, we're just going to take those feet out wide. We're going to leave our toes so they're facing nice and forwards, nice and parallel to each other. Big toe slightly turned in. From here, pelvis, we're going to slide the hips back. The hands on top of the thighs, just straightening the legs. A nice big stretch all the way through the back of the legs. We've got a big toe to little toe flat down to the floor. A nice big stretch all the way through the back of the legs. Drop our chin down on the chest. We're going to feel the elongation because we're going to allow our fingers to roll down the front of our shins. From here, we're going to drop our jaw down on our chest. And feel ourselves sink that a little bit lower again. Now, can you check your toe position again? Big toe to little toe, flat down to the floor. And from here, we can rest our forearms on top of our thighs. From here, we're just trying to lengthen out the lower back. What we're trying to do is keep those legs nice and straight. It could be that you've finished here with your hands on top of your thighs. It could be that you've dropped through into the position here. We're going to drop those legs nice and long and strong. Feel a nice big stretch through the back of the legs. And the big toe to little toe is flat down firmly to the floor. here we fold again, we reach towards those tit toes. From here, we're going to fold our arms and allow the body weight to just fold through the elbows and the arms. Forearms flat down to the floor. Feel a nice big extension through the lower back and the spine. You should also feel a big lengthening through the back of the hamstrings in this position here. Chin down towards the chest. And choose, you could drop your crown of your head firmly down to the floor. Feel that extension through the back of the legs and through the lower back. We're just going to firmly hold this position here. What we're trying to do here is we're now going to keep the legs where they are. Close the eyes, take a slow deep breath in for 4, and then slowly exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to unfold. We're going to slowly pull ourselves back up through into standing. We're going to circle the arms out wide, stretch, reach, and elongate through the torso. Now we're going to take one hand on top of the other as we push up. We're going to tilt away to the side. And notice that my arms are squeezing my ears. My chin stays off the chest. I'm going to push and lengthen all the way through the upper body here. And I need you to feel that stretch as if you're pushing your hands up to the covey in the corner of your room. Really big stretch here. Now, get your pelvis, so keep holding up. You're going to keep your pelvis nice and straight forward here, okay? People tend to try and turn into this. So I want you to keep straight and you locked out into this position here. Now, elongate and push. So we've tilted over to our left side. I'm lengthening my right as far as I can push. I'm keeping this left upper arm squeezed into my left ear. I've reached and I've pushed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. Shake it out. Roll your shoulders forward. Big circumduct here. Allow the creaks and cracks to come out the body. Keep the toes facing forward, the torso lifted, the shoulders back into position. From here, stretch, reach, go to the right. Chin up, chest up, full elongation on the arms. Big press and push. Check the toe position for me again. Drive your pelvis out the way for the big long extension through the arm. Now the top arm needs to push away and reach. Now, concentrate again on that pelvis. So keep it nice and straight and facing forwards. Try and keep the top elbow up towards the ceiling as well. So you feel like you're rotating down. So you can lean back, rotate, and keep your nose up facing forwards. The top arm needs to be as straight as you can make it. It's the bottom arm that's allowed to flex to help you reach and push out. And from there, release. Shake it out. Forward hinge again. Feel the lengthening through the spine. Chin down, draw down, nose down through the feet. Nice big stretch through the back. Okay. So from here, we're going to come down to the floor. I'm going to turn my mat to a 45-degree angle for you. So hopefully you'll be able to see it a little bit easier. So, we come down to the mat. We're going to take our right arm, we're going to place it through the middle. I'm going to drop our right shoulder down to the floor. Feel a nice big stretch, perhaps in the lower back. People find this stretch works in different places. Some people find it really tough within the shoulder. So that's the movement. I'm just going to change it around to the other arm, but you're going to keep staying on the same arm for me. Let's see if I get this camera to move with me. Well, keep holding that position in. Looking good. Okay, so the arm that's gone through the loop, we want to try and get it to reach as far as we can. Sorry, you're wondering why I'm just waving at the camera. It's on a sensor. It works by waving at it and then it swings in the camera. There we go, that's nice. Okay, so we're in this position here. Got our head turned to the side. And we've got the left arm through the body, arm fully extended. The knuckles are back to the ground. We've got our fingers webbed open nice and wide. The palm of the hand up to the ceiling. We've got a lovely big stretch all the way through the lateral side of the arm and all the way through the shoulders. From here, we're going to close the eyes, take a slow deep breath in for 4. And then slowly deep breath out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And again. So slow deep breath in for 4. Close the eyes, keep this nice and gentle. Keep the back of the knuckles down to the ground, the fingers webbed open wide. Now keep pulsing this hand that's straight and underneath the body. Make sure that you've got that flow of circulation going all the way through to the fingertips each time. And then slowly coming out of that stretch. Let's turn around, facing the other way for you. Going to change arms. Now again, assess where you wear on your knees as well. So if you're finding it tight on your knees, maybe stick a cushion underneath it. Maybe take your knees a little bit more wider so you can have a bit more through child's pose. From here, we're going to take the right arm through the body. Again, the back of the knuckles down to the floor, the fingers webbed up nice and wide. From here, we're just looking to sit down as low as we can. And again, feeling nice big stretch all the way through the back of the shoulder. Now, with all of these stretches that we're doing here, we want to be aiming for around 3 to 5 minutes on each of these stretches. So take some time out for yourself. If you do it on replay, you can be pausing the video. Just making sure that you can feel the fundamentals of that stretch. Shoulder girdled open, back released. Getting the fingers webbed that nice and wide. Back of the knuckles down. The top arm that's just relaxing at the moment, just make sure that it is relaxed. It's not gripping onto the floor for dear life. Or just relax the arm through the middle of the gap. And again, let's take the time to close your eyes, take a slow deep breath in for 4. Gently, slowly breathing out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slow deep breath in, holding that breath, then gently, slowly breathing back out. Again, 8, 6, 4, and again, take that slow deep breath in for 4, slow deep breath out for 8, 6, 4, 2, and rest. From here, coming back out through, we're going to extend those arms out forward, knees out as wide as you feel like you can take them, as comfortable as position. The toes gently touching, resting in the middle. Dropping your forehead down to the floor for a nice big stretch all the way through the back. And from here, I want you to wiggle your fingers forwards and away from your body, feeling a bigger stretch through the shoulders. And you walk once more, those fingers going a little bit further away from the body. And from there, slowly release. Okay, so from here, we're going to bring that mat up towards the wall. We're going to place our forehead down towards the floor. So from here, we need about a fist gap away from our head to the wall. You can come slightly closer if you choose to. Now, from here, you're going to walk your hands up and feel a nice stretch through your shoulders. Now, the higher you can take your hands up, you'll be able to raise your chest up and hold it into a hang position here. Now, as you're doing this, you're going to drop your chin down and your chest down and hold that position. So again, if you're finding that the first stretch was enough for you, you don't need to hold the hang here. You should feel a nice big stretch. You should feel that the shoulder blades, the scapula, they press back down onto the rib cage. It gives a bit of a stretch onto a couple of essential muscles. From here, just dropping the head, closing the eyes, take a slow deep breath in for 4, and then slowly exhale for 8 seconds. So with the shoulder blades rested back into position, the head can drop and hang, which is kind of more like the Western world postural position. But what we're doing here is we're pinching the shoulder blades back to where they need to be. We're getting a bit of a good stretch through the serratus anterior, pec minor, the long head of the triceps. If you're really walking your hands up the wall and straight, like me, you'll find a good deep stretch there. So these are all the really deep postural muscles your body has to use hard on its day to day, especially if you do a lot of desk-based work. Now, the thing with this stretch is after a while, you're going to start to feel your fingers get a bit tingly. So we're going to hold for another deep breath in for 4. And then sigh out a deep breath for 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're slowly going to walk those hands back down the wall, dropping our cheek to the side and let the arms just shake and relax. It's quite a tiring stretch, the hang pose, or the cliffhanger pose. So I just want you to take a few moments here, just allow your shoulders to just drop and relax. Now, as you're laying here, I want you to open like we did on our warm-up. We'll have open the fingers nice and wide and then clench them back into a fist. And keep working that movement there. If you're doing this on replay and you're thinking, yeah, that was definitely the stretch for me, I think it's a must stretch. I think it's one of the stretches you should do every night before sleep and bedtime, just to rest off those muscles that work so hard posturally for you every day. So if you're doing that replay, you might choose to just replay that one. From here, we're just going to finish out by kneeling on the floor. From here, we're going to raise our left hand up between our shoulder blades and just take this into a tricep stretch. We're going to just comfort and cup that top elbow. Drive your pelvis forward and feel a nice big stretch all the way through the back of the tricep. Now, after the cliffhanger post, a long head of the tricep gets a nice firm extension. So this is a great way of finding that stretch to increase again. Stretch and release and swap. Other hand in between the shoulder blades again, elbow high to the ceiling. Lean back, lift your chest up to the ceiling. A nice big extension through the back of the arm. And from there, release, shake it out. Good work. From there, just want to interlock the fingers, roll one way, roll back the other way. Do this a few times just to get some movement back into your wrists, your knuckles. And again. So fabulous work. I hope you enjoyed today's training session. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed that, please let me know. So as much information in your hashtag replay or hashtag live, did that live. As always, thank you so much for your energy and your passion for training with me. I really do appreciate it. So well done, really good training session. And as always, please grab your water, take a sip, and if I can help at all, please get in contact. Let me know how I can help you. And I'll see you again next time for the next one. More training. Cheers.